Yo, what's up? It's Marshmello, and this is everything I do in a day on tour. I like to wake up at 11, and first thing I do is I try not to go on social media, like social media, so maybe I'll watch the news or go on Reddit for my news, because it's kind of like a, not like Instagram or Twitter's, but it's like Reddit's like this nice little middle ground alarm. I have to set like 10:30 a.m., 10:32, 10:35, 10:40, all the way up to 11. The other day I slept through it for like an hour and a half without stopping it. I'm just used to the sound now. So I had to get like this alarm app, and now it like switches. It'll be like this crazy loud rooster. It'll be like this fire alarm sound. It'll be, I don't know how it decides, but it always switches. It works. First thing I do, breakfast and like watch TV. Watch like Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, gaming streamers, or YouTube videos. You know, not any actual TV. Breakfast. I'm usually always ordering something, but on some days where it's real quick, I'll just make bacon and eggs real fast. And maybe like a banana for some carbs, or some oatmeal if I have time, but usually I'll just run some bacon and eggs and a banana and water and coffee. I have like just like these little cold brew bottles in my fridge, and I'll just pour oat milk in them in a cup and just drink it. Pretty straightforward. Then after I shower, I'll get dressed. I'll usually wear something super comfortable. So sweatpants or mesh shorts, comfortable shoes, the whole shebang. Then I'll make sure I have, at the very least, the laptop that I download the songs on to put onto my USBs that I use to DJ. And then everything else, like I want all of it, but at the very least, the stuff to make the show happen. So all my clothes I'm gonna wear for the show, my helmet obviously, and my laptop, my DJ laptop, and then I'm good. So I travel with 2 or 3 helmets. One of the helmets I'm able to bring on to the plane, and then the other 2 we have to check. One of them kind of breaks down so we can carry on planes, just in case the baggage, because we have to check this one and the other one. So we have this one that kind of breaks into 2 pieces that we have little custom bags for that we bring on the plane. Just in case they get lost, we have something. When I leave for the airport, there's a car that comes and picks us up, me and my whole crew. And on the way there, I'm always like finding new music or like cycling through genres of music. So whatever genre I'm on, we'll listen to. I'll make everybody listen to the whole way there. And then, because that just gets me like in a good mood, you know what I mean? It's like satisfying to listen to, whatever music. So listen to music on the way there, then show up and hop on the plane. Travel setup is like some noise canceling, easy to connect to my iPhone, which is like a big thing, you know? Sometimes I'll only have headphones that have the jack, so then I'm just like with my laptop, but it depends on like what plane, you know? So if we're taking a jet, like going to Vegas, we're all like sitting together, so there's not much need for like, oh, I'm gonna listen to music. I could just talk to everybody and we like play card games and stuff. When I get off the plane in Vegas, all the cars pull up and pick up the whole crew. Sometimes it's 3 or 4, and we all get in and head to the hotel, head to the Encore. We'll get in 3:45, 4, we're all in the cars. So get to the hotel like 4:15, 4:20. If I'm super tired for whatever reason, we'll just order some food, lay on the couch, watch TV, play video games. We bring the PS5 with us. If I know I'm good at the game and I lose, I'm competitive. But if I'm playing a game that I know I suck at, I'm not competitive. I'll try. I'm competitive to win, but if I lose, it's no shock. As the night goes on, we'll go get some dinner. We go to the restaurants that are in the Wynn. We always go to this place called SW. It's a steakhouse. It's awesome. Kind of closer to the show. Let's say the show's at 1:30. We'll do dinner at 9:30 or 10, and then usually 9:30, and then we'll get out of there by 11 at the latest. And then I have like 2 hours to kill. So we'll just hang out in the room, go back to playing video games, and then it's time to play the show. If I'm super tired, I'll definitely get a nap before dinner. That's the best, because napping after dinner and going straight to the show, like how you feel when you just wake up and then you have to be on stage, it's kind of like a slow start. But if you take a nap and like if you can stay up after dinner straight into the show, it's the best situation for sure. If there's any kind of like new song out, I'll maybe make an edit on my laptop or download all the new songs and kind of mentally go over my checklist of all the songs I'm gonna play that night, and just remember, like, so when I'm on stage, I'll be like, oh, I remember to play this song after this song, you know? So I'll set it all up for myself just so it's easy, you know? So I always bring a lot of options to like dress in, different shoes, different pants, and you can kind of mix and match. And sometimes I'll bring something that I know I'm gonna wear. Sometimes, because the Win has all those awesome shops, we'll just go and snag a new one, and then I'll try it on and we'll see what works. I'll mess with different like mixing and matching. And then once we have the outfit, that's usually, we get the outfit and then we walk right to stage. Leaving for the show is always hectic. It's always a big mob of people. We know, everybody knows each other, but it's this whole thing. We walk through the casino and it's all the phones and the cameras and people running up, and if we're running late, we walk even faster and it's even more hectic. But once we get on stage, it's very familiar and I'm comfortable up there. So it's just the walking there that gets a little crazy, depending on how big of a group we're bringing. I'm usually just super excited to like get just around loud music and like that party atmosphere. When I'm walking on stage with the excitement, that always translates into my energy for when the show actually starts, when I get on the mic and everything. And then that translates to the crowd and they can feel my energy, so then they get hype, and it's awesome. So I love it. When I'm on stage, I have this intro that I play, and it'll vary from time to time, but I just switch it up to this new one and it still feels fresh to me. So I just love hearing it, and it's like my brain associates it with like a great time. So as soon as that intro hits, it's time to play. So once the intro's done, I make edits, I'll mix like crazy quick on the fly. It just depends on like whatever mood I'm in. Like if I come out and they're really vibing with, like I always start with like trap music. So if they're really vibing with that, I'll think it's not in here, but I have this song. So I'll real quick rush over and play that, just, you know, kind of like freestyle a little bit. If the show starts they've been starting at 1:30, I end at 3:30. If I feel like keeping going, and then I'll play over. I can really play as long as I want to an extent. But for the most part, majority is 2 hours. After the show, we'll gather all of our friends and my whole crew. We'll just go just hang out and keep the party going. But after, I'll just lay down. Sometimes if I have enough energy, I'll put on a movie and doze off. My mind's always going so fast, so if I can play something, I can like focus on something other than whatever it is. And then I can fall, that's how I fall asleep. I can't fall asleep in silence. I have to get a shower, brush my teeth, and then I fall asleep, get about 7-8 hours, wake up, and do it all over again. All right, that is everything I do in a day on tour. Thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.